You are the pancake syrup dripping on pancakes with extra fluffy powder. Baby dolls, I've got a friend out there. He's probably watching. Hope he is. Hello, sir. He's watching me right now, and this friend messaged me. And he actually follows somebody on Twitteroonie. And coincidentally, I follow the same person. Now, it's just a random dude. I don't even know this person, just anonymous people. And you see, my friend, he said, you know, Somi, I just don't believe in the coins anymore, man. I just don't think you know what you're doing. He didn't say it like that. I'm joking. But he got the hint that something's not up. But actually, I'm trying to tell him, if you're listening, sir, you should take this on board. I already told you this. But the hints that you think you're learning, you're actually not learning. Because what's been happening in crypto right now is exactly what's happened in the past. Not the prices, not the people, but more specifics, actually. It is the way things have played out. I can actually show you on a chart, friends. I can go back and I can show you. I've made many videos on this. That's why you like, subscribe, belly button, all. I've told you, for example, when Bitcoin is under its all-time high in its cycle, you don't really get the euphoric altcoin season. You don't. You get a lot of false starts. You get a lot of poopy experience. And the Bitcoin halvening year is where all of it changes. Starts to change, that is. Now, if you will kindly please check your calendar for me, you'll notice that the year is 2023. And what did I tell you, sir? I told you 2024 is the Bitcoin halvening year. So anything that happens before that is literally meaningless. I know you open up YouTube and you watch the biggest influencers and they say, golly gee, have you seen Solana? Have you seen crypto gaming? Have you seen artificial intelligence? Habib, I've told you, there's 350 coins next to them. They are just cherry picking the ones that went up. You know how I know? I'm here 18 hours a day, baby. What, you think I just want to sit here, play with my willy? No, I want to make money first. I'm here looking as well. Do you think it's just as easy as watching these people and saying, oh, wow, you're looking at these 4 coins and 3 of them go up? No. They make a portfolio, but then they take it away when they realize it ain't moving as much. Follow me, friends, please. Look at this. To my surprise, my friend out there, he follows this other influencer. 80% of this influencer's coins that he listed as like the top 10, 80% were changed from 2 months ago. So this influencer, just a random anonymous person, I just remember his avatar, I don't even remember the name, but I specifically remember coming out of a shower, checking Twitteroonie, and this person was like, top 12 coins, everybody. And I knew something was up. You know how I knew something was up, friends? Because I recognized most of the names. You see, I've learned the game now. I'm here to tell you. See, you're probably confused. You're like, wait, what does that mean? Yeah. I've heard of the names. And if I've heard of the names, it means too many people know about it now. And if you go check their charts, every single time I pulled up their chart had done the old swish upwards. Swish, swish, swish. And it was making big higher lows. But guess what? Everybody thought it was going to make higher lows ad infinitum, but they didn't. They faked the high and they come back out. So really, in a nutshell, it sucked. What it did was, I don't know if this is intentional or not. Either this person doesn't know what he's doing or he does know what he's doing. You got to assume all these people are reptilian dudes of sorts and they're just out here to take your money. Because this person, he basically engagement farmed. He tagged the people who own the coins because it's tagged on Twitteroonie, and everybody commented, yeah, look at my coin, I'm the best beamer coin around. What happened? They're gone. 80% of those coins are actually gone, friends. 80%. So that's why I mentioned it to you. The coins he hinted last time from 2 months ago, they're now gone. he now has a new list. So my friend only saw the very new list. Okay, he doesn't know that this person had an old list that didn't work out. So now he's probably going to blindly follow. Now, obviously, I did tell him, look, the person you're following is a cuck, probably has a hunched back. Check his slippers. Where are the proof of slippers? I want to see. Are they fluffy or not? But I know how the game goes, friends, because, you know, everybody can just, we can talk a big game, but I know what happens. When you don't speak to your friends and family who may or may not have gotten everybody trapped in crypto, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. When you don't speak to them, you get this idea that, oh, I've just got to figure it out by just buying the hottest new coins. Please, you got to have some humility. Do you genuinely think if it was that easy that all of us would have missed it? Do you honestly think that? Some people, God bless their heart, they're new. They don't understand. But I'm here to tell you that's the way it goes, okay? That's literally the way it goes. Like think about these big ideas. You ever wondered why no one makes a social media and makes you pay a subscription? You know, there are some people that try to get money off Silicon Valley investors. They're like, hey, we're going to do an Instagram, but we're going to make you subscribe. So you actually pay like $30 a month and it will only have exclusive cool people. Well, you think you're the first genius to try that out. You know, they tried that. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. These big obvious ideas, you got to remember this also occurs in crypto and trading and investing. It does as well. It's just that there's no book. I'm the book. I made the book. I don't read, by the way. I don't read books. We're here, friends. I'm here to teach you for free. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just selling you friendship and kindness. And maybe from time to time, you place your left hand on my right shoulder and call me a friend. And also tell mom and dad that you do love them. Don't forget that part. So basically, people will keep following these on-chain frauds on Twitter, constantly thinking that they're onto the latest, hottest thing. But they're just being scammed. Don't fondle your soap in the shower. I'm looking at you. Don't fondle it. Don't look at it. Don't acknowledge it. You wash your hair. You wash your body. Don't do it. You know how it ends up, friends. You end up withering your portfolio away. But you know, it's also not that easy, friends, because crowd consensus, I coined that term because I wanted a nice, easy term, crowd consensus. You're probably going to hear it more. Look out for the other main YouTube influencer channels. They're probably going to start saying these words, saying my words. Crowd consensus is where you never want to be. I've now told you, be careful of being with crowd consensus. See, it's very hard to do. Everyone, including yours truly, thought Bitcoin would be $100,000 by the end of 2021, but it didn't happen. That's why, friends, I'm trying to tell you, in 2021, Bitcoin went to 50K in the first 60 days. It was like 50 to 60K in the first 90 days. Do you see that? Imagine there's 12 months in the year, and in the first 3 months, Bitcoin hits 50 to 60K. Imagine what difficulty you would have had if you were to tell everybody, I know we just hit 50 to 60K in the first 3 months, but we're actually done. We're not hitting 100. See how tough it is? That's why I'm trying to prepare you by telling you to keep your back straight, keep your fluffy slippers on, and keep your elbows very, very sharp and pointy. I'm trying to tell you it's possible, not guaranteed, but it's possible if Bitcoin charges up to $80,000 in the future, and Max Kaiser saying, Qatar is going to buy $500 billion of Bitcoin this time. It's possible that's the top. Roca Negra ETF, the spot ETF, I'm telling you, these news don't matter. Believe it or not, they all get summarized in the price on the charts. But none of us really want to talk about that, do we? Because it's not that exciting to just look at charts all day. Because the stories are unique and there's flavor and there's character. But that's why we get drawn to the traps. All right. So this is PlanB's survey, right? Do you think Bitcoin will reach 500K, 288K, or 100K in the stock to flow model? This was back in 2021. Look at that. Think of that, friends. I just want you to think about, if you add up all these, that's what? 73 to 74% of people, whatever it is, even more, believed in Bitcoin 100K plus. And only, look at this, 18.9% of people believed in less than 100K. 18.9%. The crowd sucks. It's not that they suck. It's that when the crowd has an expectation, it prices itself in instantly. Everybody's trading off their own information and feelings. Remember, how you feel. So whether you woke up with warning wood today, how you feel about me right now, you're looking into my eyes, staring into my soul, that's priced in. That's information. That's something you're going to learn over time because you're listening to me. Aren't you glad? So when retailers feel bad, they price in that bad feeling by selling. Right? By the way, just because somebody has a clean-shaven beard and wears a tie and may not be a VC and gets commission and stands around a water cooler, it doesn't mean they're not retailers. They're also retailers. They're emotional money. It's just that before market clicking buy, they have to write a big report, but they still get in. Okay, that's what these big funds do as well. So these big funds can be cucks as well, friends. There's no edge in being a big fund or a hedge fund. There actually isn't. They are the crowd too. That's why when you take the other side of these, it really is a monumental feat. That's why they'll be championing me as King Peanut. King of the peanuts. All right, just rolling around on the dusty floor, waiting to be eaten. So you now know, friends, look at this. I've shown you too much evidence now, okay? That's why I've also got to sneak it in right here. The Hex community also thought, didn't we think Pulse Chain was going to bring higher prices in 2023? Yes, logically we sounded it. Off in our minds, it didn't. But I'm just here to tell you something, okay? I'm going to draw this little diagram for you, Kens. Please, okay? Because this is where you learn. There are long-term trends that go up like this, all right? Long-term trends. And what happens is the crowd, they will focus on the little day-to-day part. But here's the thing. If you see this long-term trend, see up here, if the crowd expects, I'm going to change the color now. If the crowd expects higher, but the market price goes lower, you see in this lower part, you see those dots up here, that's what they expected. Well, people down here, they will now say, excuse me, you said we were going higher, but in this next leg, this wave of 1, 2, or 3 years, we went lower. Therefore, you don't know what you're talking about. You are wrong. That's what they'll tell you. But what they don't know is that they had a hunched back the whole time. And their hunched back is not doing them any favors here because they are out of the market now. And if they just held on or bought more, it actually reverts back to the trend. You see that, friends? What I've just shown you is the power of long-term trends and long-term investing. That's actually long-term investing. What I just showed you. You know that squiggly line? Whee! Those squiggly lines. Friends, I also got to remind you that none of this is a dream, by the way. This is actually how markets work. It's funny, these squiggly lines, that's all we're doing, just drawing squiggly lines. Look, as a connoisseur of squiggly lines, your goal is to make sure that you are trying to ride the long squiggly line. Don't say it. Family friendly show, like and subscribe. The longer the squiggly line, the higher your odds of winning. Okay, the longer the squiggly line, friends, because you are riding something that's been going up and has a very hard time of changing direction. You need something monumental to shift a super long-term trend down. Now, it's all good to talk about this, but let's talk about, am I wearing pants or not? Can't tell you that. But I can tell you is how we would represent this on the chart is through, for example, the 200-week moving average, friends. So you can just go to the chart and you actually see, right, the 200-week moving average. Let's see if we have it up here. Wow, I have it up here. See this yellow line here? This yellow line is what we're looking at. You see how it's just going up over time? That's all it is. You go, oh, wow, Bitcoin's below it or above it. It doesn't really matter. Michael Chad Saylor, when he goes on television, he will say, cybernetic hornet's nest, Bitcoin, digital New York real estate. He'll also mention Bitcoin has been moving up on a 4-year moving average. He basically says some like nerd words that represent the 200 period weekly moving average, okay? So that 4-year period going up, that's Bitcoin's long-term trend. But I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not a guarantee. So yes, it goes up and up and up. The problem is not the 4-year trend. The problem is how far away from that 4-year trend do we go? Because you firsthand know this, friends. In 2020, say 2012, look how we disconnected huge above this 4-year trend. Oh my gosh, we did 16, that's 17x above the 4-year trendy. 17x. Look what we did in 2017. It was only an 11x. You see that? From 17, now we're down to 11x. What did we do in our cycle? The maximum point? 5x. Golly gee. If only I had a friend out there who you may or may not know, who may or may not be wearing pants right now, who told you diminishing gains are happening whether or not they do infinite QE. You just saw it 17x above the 4-year moving average and then like 10 to 11x and then down to 5x. Oh, what's it going to be in the next one? I don't know. I mean, you can do these crazy maths, but who the hell cares? But look, I'm just telling you, yeah, maybe, just maybe, I don't know, maybe it becomes like a 2.3x, right? Because what I've done is I've drawn an imaginary 2-year moving average line here, and I've said, well, if we go up to here, you know, it's you get to see, friends. So that's why the market gets smarter over time. I've told you so many times, the people you're competing with now, they're freaks. They didn't lose all their money in the previous cycles. They're still here. They're survivors. They won. Okay, we're all winners. So we are making decisions that are optimized for survival, better than what the emotional money was doing last cycle. But that emotional money last cycle, that was handing out money everywhere, but they're gone now. So now you're going to wonder, oh my gosh, who's going to give us the new emotional money? Well, that's the thing, Habib. We don't know. More people are coming in, but we don't know how high their euphoria and emotional money capabilities will be. But I can tell you one thing. It's getting less over time because they're getting smarter. For me, I'm not getting smarter. I've just got a peanut brain. Make sure you like, subscribe, better not, tell mum and dad. Or actually going to be eating some nice peanuts from the fridge tonight. Catch you soon.